What's up, guys? My name is Jerry, and today's video is going to be on the Portland Trailblazers, and we're going to be talking about how this team is building something special. And we're going to jump right into the video. And looking at the Portland Trailblazers so far this season, they have a record of 25-34, and they're sitting at 10th in the Western Conference. And these guys have just been playing some really good basketball recently, as they're on a 4-game winning streak. And this was a team last week at the NBA trade deadline that was being made fun of and being laughed at because of the moves they made at the deadline. And I must be honest with you guys, I was a bit confused at the moves that they made at the deadline, because the Portland Trailblazers and Damian Lillard, they were supposed to be in win now mode, and then at the deadline they went and basically traded away their whole core. They traded away CJ McCollum, Norman Powell, and Robert Covington. So that did leave me a bit confused, but it seemed like the Portland Trailblazers are a better team. And I'm not just saying that because of their 4-game winning streak, but the numbers and the eye test show it that they're a better team post-trade deadline. Looking at this team right now, it just seems like it's a new infectious energy out there on both on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. Like, looking at them offensively on their 4-game winning streak, they're averaging 28 assists per game, and that's ranking 5th in the NBA in that 4-game span. And you just see the guys out there, it's not really ISO heavy. You see more ball movement, you see guys cutting, you see guys making an extra pass, and it's showing in the numbers and on the court. And then on the defensive side of the ball, they've really been locked in, playing really great team defense. As on their winning streak, they have a defensive rating of 106, and that's good enough for 6th in the NBA. So this team is looking really different, and they're looking really good. And offensively, you see it out there. And formerly, the Portland Trailblazers offense was very ISO heavy with guys like CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, and rightfully so. Those guys are walking buckets, and they deserve to have that type of green light, because they gave their heart and soul to that organization, and they did everything they could do to try to win a championship. But with these two guys sitting out of the offense, you just see more motion, more passes, and it's a recipe for success for these guys. And then also on the defensive side of the ball, when you don't have D. Lillard and CJ McCollum out there, it's easier. You don't really have to hide nobody on defense, so that's that. And not saying that the Portland Trailblazers are better off without CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. I'm just saying that's probably what's leading to their defensive success. And also, since the trade deadline, this has just been a more versatile team. And when I say versatile team, like, they've acquired some very versatile players at their trade deadline, like Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a guy that you would want on your team when you're rebuilding, when you're in win now mode, or anything in between, because he's just a guy that he's going to show up and do his job, and he's going to give you a little bit of everything. And I don't know if you guys know this about Josh Hart, but he's one of the best rebounders in the league, and he's only about 6'5", 6'6". So he's grabbing about 7 rebounds a game, and that's so impressive, and that's so vital when you have your shooting guard crashing the board like that. And not only can he rebound, but he can shoot the 3-ball, he can score, he can cut, finish at the rim. And not only is he potent on the offensive side of the court, but he's also great at playing defense. Some nights he can come out and drop 20 points, and then he'll come down and lock up your best player. So not only that, Josh Hart, he's shown that he's ready to be in Portland, and he's ready to get his team 100%. He didn't let being traded from his former team bring down his morale, and it seems like he's come to this team and brought their morale up. They haven't lost a game since the NBA trade deadline. So, and then also another versatile player that they brought to this team is Justice Winslow. And although his shooting as far as the 3-point shot, it still isn't there, he's still bringing a whole bunch of other things to this team, whether it's playmaking, hitting the glass, cutting hard, finishing at the rim. And he's a great versatile defender too. We got to remember Justice Winslow was a lottery pick, but injuries has really plagued his career. But he's still relatively young, and he still has a lot of great basketball left in him. And he's come out publicly and said that he's found his home in Portland. But really, what I like about Justice Winslow's game is his defense. He's about 6'7", 6'8", and he can guard. For the Clippers, he was playing the 5 at sometimes, so He can guard 1 through 4 and 1 through 4.5. He's gonna make whoever he's guarding work for their buckets. So that's that. And you got plenty of versatile players in Portland now. And then we got to talk about the future. And Anfernee Simons, as good as he is, he's going to bring a lot of imposing and a lot of tricky questions to this Portland organization that we're going to get to a little bit later in the video. But talking about his game, since the beginning of 2022, he's been averaging 23 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the craziest part about his numbers to me is that he's shooting 45% from the field and then 41% from the three-point line. And he's shooting 10 threes per game. And that's so ridiculous to put up that many threes a game and hit at a 40% clip. Like that's sniper, that's a marksman. And really, how good he is really makes a lot of sense when his first couple of years in the NBA, he's been working with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, and we can see their games harnessing in him. Like he's some people call him Damian Lillard 2.0, and he's just a guy that can do it from all three levels. And not only can he score from all 3 levels, he's very crafty. I've seen him put some of the nastiest moves in and out. He got the hezzy, he got the in and out crossover. He has every move in his bag. And then not only that, he's a slam dunk champion, so he knows he can finish above the rim. So Anfernee Simons, young player, we see him on the come up, and if he keep playing like this, he just might win most improved player. And this is really special to see because he really came out of nowhere. And I've been watching the Portland Trailblazers closely since 2018, that playoff run, and I did not see Anfernee Simons transform into what he is right now. So I think that's really cool. And so when him playing like this, it kind of that's what I said, the tricky and the difficult questions are going to come in for the Portland Trailblazers and their front office. Because if we got a young guy playing like this and we got other young players on our squad as well, it's like, should we just go full in on the reset button and get rid of Damian Lillard as well? And I know the Portland Trailblazers love him, and it's vice versa. I know Damian Lillard loved the Portland Trailblazers as well. But at the end of the day, Damian Lillard, I like the team as it's presently constructed, but with Damian Lillard inserted, I don't think they're going to win a championship. And I think it'll be better for both the Portland Trailblazers and Damian Lillard if they parted ways, because Damian Lillard can get traded to a contending team and have a chance at winning the championship. And then the Portland Trailblazers are going to be able to set themselves up for the future because they have a solid group of young players now with Justice Winslow and Anfernee Simons and Josh Hart, Nasir Little, Yusuf Nurkic is still relatively young. And then you factor all those guys in with a top 10 2022 pick they're probably going to get the next draft, and then all the assets they will get from trading away Damian Lillard, the Portland Trailblazers will be set up pretty nicely. So that's something that they got to think about. And me personally, I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion. I would go ahead and trade Damian Lillard for the most assets I could get, because Anfernee Simons has shown that he's a player that's worth building around. So right now, Damian Lillard at age 31, they don't want to wait until he gets any older. I think they should jump on that gun right now, and then that's how they get the most out of that trade. And then the last thing I want to do before I end this video is just give big props to Chauncey Billups, because he's doing a great job of what's handed to him, because this is his first year coaching, and it hasn't been an easy situation, and he's making the most out of it. And also, I'm personally a Chauncey Billups fan because I'm a Pistons fan. He won us that ring in 2004, so I love me some Chauncey Billups. But big props to him, big props to this team, that the way that they're playing. And I feel like the Portland Trailblazers have a lot of cards in their deck right now. We're gonna see what they do, and that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below what do you your thoughts on what I said about Damian Lillard, and then subscribe for more weekly content. We do this all the time, man. And that's curtains.